Now, you've dealt with this a lot longer than I have. And of course, when it comes to the school drop off, I do it differently than you do.
You do.
Certain schools, it gets a little bit crazy for about, and I've witnessed this from OFA, doing the food service thing at the end of the school year.
Say you've been there just as a viewer. You haven't driven through it, but you've watched it as a spectator.
Nothing, it's mayhem.
Yes.
And then it's over.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to the school drop off, which, by the way, school starts here any day now for everyone, 90% of parents say they have encountered a road rager during a school run.
I have. And I've heard horror stories from other parents.
You got to think, too, you've got the stress of your kids. You got to drop them off. You have to get them out of the car. Then you've got
What have they forgotten? Were they running late? Did they just tell you, oh, by the way, I need this today? So it's like, now I have to try to figure this out, leave work, or there's a permission slip at the bottom of their bag. They're suddenly fishing out. Yeah, there's stuff.
And then you've got to go to work because you've got to drop them and go because you're going to run behind if you get stuck behind somebody else. Then you have the other people who have to drop off their kid. They're blocking the entire lane. They have to talk to their kid. And then, I have to say, I love you. No, you have to say, and then you have all that. And you're getting mad. You're blowing the horn. It happens. 30% of parents say that their kids have nearly been hit by their car during a school run.
I'm going to ask a question about this because I do the daily drop off and you do not. Some of the times, not always, mind you, some of the times these kids are in danger is because the parents pull up in the middle of the street where cars are coming from the curb and trying to go around because you're on a clock for drop-offs. Yeah. And all of a sudden, doors start popping open on both sides of the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
No one's looking over their shoulder out the window. So somebody going to pull off the curb might, because you're in the blind spot. So, yeah, I've seen kids almost get hit. I've also seen some people almost hit them because they're driving like an idiot. They're trying to go too fast, or maybe they're yelling, or they're yelling at their kid about something. They're not looking at the kid who's in the crosswalk trying to cross over. But there is some parental issues, if you will, that I've observed as a driver.
71% of parents say that school drop-offs are stressful.
They are because of people.
There's other factors. There's people.
Because
there's
of
kids.
people.
There's work. There's all this. And then 35% of parents feel rushed when dropping their kids off at school. Well, yeah. Because if you're running behind, your kid didn't want to move their behind to get out of the house in the morning.
That's part of it. The other part is you're trying to get out of the way because you know other parents are working that clock just like you are. Parents, grandparents, and then you're trying to watch for littles and bigs getting in and out of cars. And you're trying to watch, if you're at the high schools, the teenage drivers who this might be their first season negotiating this traffic as a driver. And because if some of the adults can't handle it, good luck.
It's coming.
May the coffee and lots of inappropriate sentence enhancers be with you.
If only my kids could walk to school. Get more info right now. Yes FM Facebook, exit 967, Yes FM, also yesfm.com.